Hey, this is Stevie Rochelle from Tough and Metal Sludge, your favorite website. You are locked and loaded on the Music Mania podcast.
You ready for some screaming heavy metal? We rock!
But the evil that men do lives on.
We gonna bang your head!
You are now listening to the Music Mania podcast, brought to you by CD Warehouse in Gladstone, the #1 hard rock podcast in the Midwest, featuring hard-hitting interviews with rock's living legends. And now, here's your host, Clint Switzer.
On this edition of the Music Mania podcast, it is a bombastic celebration of 80s arena rock. We are talking Hairball, one of those bands that are out there absolutely bringing it. They're on tour right now. They're going to be in Kansas City. Coming up here at Harrah's at the Voodoo Lounge, January 11th. That is a Friday. Guys, this show comes around about once a year. It is unbelievable. It is a rock and roll experience you will not forget. You know, a band puts on a concert, Hairball puts on an event. The lights, the sound, the video screens, smoke, fire, blood, bombs, confetti, spiders, snakes, and monsters, and the screaming hordes of rabid Hairball fans create this unbelievable event. It's an event that hits you so hard, it'll take a few days to recover. Rock and roll will never die, and the guys in Hairball are going to see to that. They have seen their fame rise, their attendance get bigger, and I'll tell you what, this is a band that is out there. They are continuing to wave the flag for hard rock music, and they will do that on into the next millennium. This is the band that's going to keep things alive as we start to lose all of our favorite bands. You know, they're going by the wayside. We've seen, band members pass away, bands retire. Kiss is on their farewell tour. Ozzy Osbourne is on his No More Tours, Tour 2. But Hairball, they are around, they are bringing it. And again, going to be in Kansas City here coming up on January 11th. Go to the band's website, hairballonline.com, to get all the tour dates. And on this very show, we are going to be speaking with none other than one of the three singers, Bobby Jensen. Going to be talking to us about all things Hairball, kind of how this band got started, how he's seen the show get bigger, the attendance grow, the popularity continuing to soar. Bobby's one of the three singers. They do three singers. So they kind of rotate, every couple songs. A new singer comes in. The show never misses a beat. It's so well-paced. Homage to some of the biggest arena acts of all time. Van Halen, Kiss, Motley Crue, Queen, Journey, and Aerosmith are but a few acts that you will see brought to life. The Hairball stage becomes an entirely new rock concert before your eyes countless times throughout the night. Can't recommend them enough. Hairballonline.com. Guys, the Music Mania podcast is just getting started. 2018 may be drawing to a close, but I'll tell you what, we are off into the stratosphere. 2019 is going to be our biggest year to date. The biggest interviews from some of the biggest rock artists of all time, and that's where you'll find it right here on the Music Mania podcast. Go to our website, musicmaniapodcast.com. You can get all of our shows archived. All of my reviews are there at musicmania_show on Twitter. Drop us a line, musicmaniapodcast@gmail.com. I'm always sitting here fielding complaints, problems all day long. No, you guys are great. I always love hearing the feedback. Send us concert reviews. We'll put it up on our website. Showcase your skills. Send us pictures. We'll put those up too. Before we get to our interview with Bobby from Hairball, got to tell you about our sponsor, CD Warehouse in Gladstone, Missouri, guys. For over 22 years, a staple of the Northland. They buy, sell, and trade CDs, DVDs, vinyl, and more. Do not let the vibe of the old school record store go by the wayside. Tell them Music Mania Podcast sent you, and there will be a discount, or it's on us.
Hi.
Hey, it's Clint Switzer from Music Mania, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Well, we are always doing good, man. It's been about a year. We had Happy on the show. We got Hairball returning to Kansas City here in just about a month's time on January 11th. Always great to have our guys in Hairball back, man. You guys are always on the road. How's everything been going?
Real good. No complaints. Blessed and loving every minute of it.
Well, you guys make it to Kansas City about once a year, man, and it's always the crowds. They just keep getting bigger. The popularity for the band just keeps growing. The attendance keeps going up. What's that been like for you? Just you guys travel all the time. You go back to a lot of the the same towns, a lot of the same venues. What do you see when it comes to the growth of this band, and how awesome has that been for you?
You know what? It doesn't matter, because the kid inside of us is living the dream of being in a rock and roll band that tours the world and lives in a tour bus and plays arenas full of people who want rock and roll.
Well, talk about the from the fans' perspective, because this show is unbelievable. It keeps getting bigger. I mean, just from a technical aspect, musically, the stage, the sound, everything about it. Talk about just how that's going.
It's hard for me to give the fans perspective, because I'm the guy on stage. The thing to do is, really, God hasn't given us the proper word yet to explain what Hairball is. It's kind of like when you explain to a friend who had never heard who Led Zeppelin is, and you try to explain that, and you go, no, really? Or, Nirvana. It's like these things that had nothing before them to compare them to. It's hard to do. You can't use the word tribute, because that's like a T word. We don't say the T word in Hairball. It's much bigger than that, because we've had the real people in our band. It's beyond the size of us, and the thing to do really is, if you don't know who we are, I'm hoping that everybody listening does. But if you don't, the best thing to do, since you have a computer in your hand, is Google Hairball band and see what we're all about. Because if a picture tells 1,000 stories, well, we've got an encyclopedia of rock and roll to show you. There's all kinds of stuff. So that's really the thing to do. What we try to do is just provide the vehicle for the fans to go on the time travel of their life that they enjoyed, and or to enjoy a time of rock and roll that was explosive and bombastic.
I think that's what a lot of people are all about, and that's why Hairball is important, because Kiss right now is about to embark on their farewell tour. Ozzy Osbourne is on his farewell tour. Motley Crue played their last show. You guys honor and pay homage to a lot of these bands. The future of this kind of music is Hairball, I think, because it's all about keeping the music alive. That's what you guys do, and you do it as good or better than anyone I've ever seen.
Well, we do our best, and we hope for the best, and that's really all you can do. We're like the sha-na-na of our genre of music. So it's important to us, since we don't like waking up and punching the clock, that we're going to make this show so great that people want to come see it. And plus, the world needs a place to go and get away from all the nonsense. And we don't bring up politics or anything. It's strictly an adventure for your eyes, ears, and emotions. You're going to cry, you're going to laugh, you're going to rock. It's Hairball. It's rock and roll, baby.
Hey, you guys have shared the stage with Alice Cooper, Gene Simmons, Vince Neil, Rob Halford, and many others. What were those experiences like for you, and who else is still on your list, Bobby?
Well, there's Paul Stanley, Tommy Thayer, Eric Singer, who was also there, Tom Kiefer, Stephen Piercy, Dee Snider. The list goes on. I don't know who. I want to know whose list we're on. Right?
Absolutely.
You wonder, like, is Angus driving around wondering when he's going to get to come up and rock with Hairball, or Brian Johnson, or Axl, Splash, those guys, because everybody knows who we are. We've had Gilby Clarke of Guns N' Roses come up and play with us. We've had Bruce Kulick of Kiss also come up. If any of those big famous guys want to come up and get on stage, they know how to get a hold of us. So,
absolutely. This band's been around for 15 years, Bobby. Is
18.
it 15? Isn't that crazy? What is it? 18.
18.
That's insane.
1-8.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Time is but a strange mistress, as Nigel Tufnell would say.
Hairball's graduating high school this year.
Is this kind of where you saw this getting to? Because, like I said, the show's only grown. Everything about it's just grown immeasurably. Is this what you kind of envisioned 18 years ago?
If I said no, it would devalue our efforts of trying to build something big. And we didn't know that this would happen, but we wanted to make something big. So,
yeah,
whatever it was going to be, when you put Happy and me into a room, things happen, and we built the show from just being a silly little thing to one day I bought a banner that said Hairball on it, put it behind the drummer, and then bought a fog machine, and next week bought a couple cop lights, and then now we're in a semi full of crap and a bus that pulls a trailer full of crap. You know, there's thousands of dollars of pyro being shot off every night. There's guillotines, snakes, death, rock and roll. It's great. It's the greatest time of your life. So much fun.
It is. Is there a moment for you? Because I mean, obviously, all the moving parts and all the members of this band, are tremendous fans. Is there a moment for you, that you look back on that maybe a song or an album or a music video on MTV back when they played videos that really put you on this course?
I was on this course long before that. I was about 3-4 years old when I knew that the entertainment industry was what I was going to do. So
wow.
That's kind of what that was, and I don't know where it came from or how I got it, but I have a cassette recording of me saying that I'm going to do exactly what I'm doing right now. And I was 3 years old.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy?
Bobby, we should all be so lucky, man. I said that I wanted to do this too. I wanted to sit behind a microphone, not be able to play an instrument, and just talk to people. That's what I said I wanted to be able to do. Now that's right.
That's
so here
exactly
we are.
What I was doing. I was 3 years old, and I would sit under the kitchen table with my little recorder and be a DJ and pretend I was playing songs and having guests. And I don't know why or how I even knew that people did that. But that's what I did, and I was interviewing the other kids in the house because I grew up in a foster home, and they turned it on me. They said, "Hey, what do you want to do?" And I said, "I'm going to sing." And so that's where that went, and here I am. Is it strange for me to be here? No.
It's.
I'm lucky and I'm blessed, and I know that. But it's proof God exists. If you believe in yourself and you want to rock, you have to do that, but you have to work hard. I mean, this wasn't handed to us by any means. It's 18 years, and we're finally getting to your town. So, nothing happens overnight, baby.
Well, most things don't. Let's move away from that.
No, but it really grew because fans loved what we were doing, and every time we would go back to a town, we always wanted to bring something bigger and different, and that's where we just got on the roll of every night something different. We don't know what it's going to be until we get there. We're just as amazed in the show as the people that night. It's great. It's fresh and fun every time.
Talk about the challenges of putting together this show and the idea of having to create sort of an ultimate bombastic arena rock set list to go along with this. You have a lot of moving parts. You have 3 singers. You rotate seamlessly. I mean, it is an absolutely well-oiled machine. Talk about the challenges though of trying to create the ultimate arena rock set list.
Well, if everyone wants to worry about how the hot dog's made instead of just throwing it on the grill and enjoying it, I'll tell you. It takes a crew of about 18 people, and we're up from sun up to sundown, setting it up just like a circus that comes to town, just like the Ringling Brothers or Shriners that come to town. We get there early. We set up the stage with production, whoever's there. I'm usually setting up the dressing room with the other guys, and we just kind of build the show. And like I said, there's generally about 15 that travel with us. We've got a semi, a tour bus full of people. And then about an hour before the show starts, and we're in our dressing room, we'll just kind of figure out what we want to do that night as far as the show. And that's how we come up with the set list. And that's where it goes. And then we tear it down and we head to the next town.
I'm telling you, it is a sight to be seen. Tell you what, Bobby, we're going to see you on January 11th here back at the Harrah's Voodoo Lounge in Kansas City. Can't wait to see you guys there. Huge fan of the band and what you guys do. Thanks so much for the time, and we will catch you here in just a few weeks, my friend. Have a Merry Christmas.
Right on. And if anyone out there doesn't know what's going on, be sure to Google Hairball Band. You have a computer in your hand. You're listening somewhere. So Google Hairball Band and see our Facebook. Find our online at hairballonline.com. And really take a look at what we do, because if you don't understand it or you kind of have an idea, it's best to check it out, I think. And then come to the show, because the vibe is great, and it's all, everyone from 3 to 83 to 103 can enjoy the show. It's good, it's raw, and it's still family fun.
I'm somewhere in between that 3 and 103 mark myself, Bobby, so I will definitely be there. Hairballonline.com is the website. You can get all the information. Thanks so much, my friend, and we will see you here January 11th.
Right on, my man. Like us on Facebook and see us at the show.
You betcha, man. Thanks a lot. Huge thanks to Bobby Jensen talking Hairball with us. Cannot wait for this show. January 11th, it's at Harrah's Voodoo Lounge in Kansas City. Every time these guys come to Kansas City, I try to catch the show. The crowds are getting bigger. The appeal is getting, more wide range. People are coming to this thing to have a great time. That's what this is. All of your favorite songs from bands like Kiss, Van Halen, Ozzy Osbourne, Aerosmith, Journey, more. It's all there. Twisted Sister, Alice Cooper. I can't tell you how much I've really enjoyed the show the couple times that I've been able to see it, and January 11th, I will be there as well. Guys, there's so much more coming up. As we head into 2019, I've got the Scorpions coming up in Oklahoma. I've got Gin Blossoms coming in January. Got Kiss Farewell Tour, the End of the Road, I should say. That is trademarked by Gene, of course. That is February 27th at the Sprint Center, so it's just starting to heat up, guys. Concert season's going to be here before you know it. The shows are already starting to trickle in. That's what it's about, because on the Music Mania podcast, you guys already know the songs. On this show, we tell you the stories, and that's what it's about here. We always appreciate you hitting that subscribe button on iTunes, Google Play, YouTube. Either way you choose to take in the show, we always appreciate it. Drop us a line, musicmaniapodcast@gmail.com, and the website. As always, all of our shows, I believe 108 strong now, musicmaniapodcast.com. We always appreciate it, guys. We will be back next week with another show. We always look forward to it. Can't wait to see you guys next week.